American, this is something you don't see every day.
Look at them teeth.
God, look at that fish.
Oh.
Welcome to Revive the Outdoors with Cody and Cody.
I just killed a bear. My bow and arrow.
Join us on the water and in the woods for some great outdoor adventures. Revive the Outdoors is brought to you by Danner, the expert's choice. Brunton.
There was 3 shots when I hit that bird.
Lacrosse,
Lord
established
mercy.
1897. Gerber Knives. Trichicon, brilliant aiming solution. Oklahoma Tourism.
Think about that now.
Command the Wild hunting products.
This is definitely a good fish, but it's kind of a teaser. We're at a really cool event every Saturday morning before the tournaments. Actually, while the tournament's going on, they have the kids rodeo. The crappie masters guys get out and actually get to go around and talk to kids. It's a really important event. You know, with Sanford and Leesburg here in Florida, and then the other towns throughout the circuit that put a lot of time into the tournament with the community support. This is just a way that crappie masters can go back and kind of give back to the communities and have kids from the communities to come out and try their hands fishing, sometimes for the first time, as well as if there's you know, kids, the parents that are fishing in the tournament, they can actually come out here and have a nice little trip and not have to be cooped up in a hotel room.
It also gives, you know, apart from all the guys involved here with the Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters, gives Cody and I a chance to get out here and interact with some of these kids, and a lot of them have seen the show and enjoy watching the show, so we can kind of connect with them as well. But that's what we're gonna do this morning for a little while. Let's ease around, catch up with some of these kids, and hopefully we'll get them on a couple fish.
That's right. All right, well, she caught a nice catfish earlier, but looks like she's got some lily pad, but I guess that happens when you go out and fish. You know, I've been fishing for a long time, since I was her age, and I still get hung up all the time. But
You're fishing with 2 poles, so that means this must be the spot to catch them. This has got to be the spot, because nobody else is fishing with 2 poles, 1 in each hand. And now, you're fishing with minnows, and a lot of these folks fishing with worms. Now, why are you fishing with minnows? Is that just your favorite bait, or? You mostly catch your fish with minnows. Well, where I see one cork out here. Where's the other one? Oh, I see you catching them bank runners and the ones hanging out in the deep water. I got you, man. I'm liking your tactics. And so, have you had any bites so far? I mean, been kind of slow this morning. Tell you what, it was slow yesterday. We're up here filming a crappie fishing tournament, man. These guys had a tough time catching fish. Today ought to be a little bit better. I think they ought to start biting a little bit better today. Well, bud, good luck. Hope you tear them up. Have fun anyway. Get out here and have fun doing a little bit of fishing. You and your dad out here. That's good, bud. That's good. Well, Tyler, it was nice meeting you, bud.
well, see, this is what we're talking about. Cody's getting to spend some time with the kids, teaching them a little pointers about how to catch these fish. Brian's down there helping too. You know, this is a mother that brought her kids out. Her husband's actually having to work today on Saturday, sadly. But, you know, she gets to come out and spend time with the kids and introduce them to fun in the outdoors. And that's exactly why Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters sets up these kids fishing rodeos. It's really good. As you've seen, the young lady caught a really nice catfish. I think she lost her door bobber, so Dad's gonna have to go out there and get it. But it's fun, and then that's why we're out here doing this. And hopefully they can catch some good fish.
Well, what is your name? We got a fish on down here. What's your name? Samantha? Did you catch you a perch there? Well, how long you been fishing for him? Not very long. You just threw in there and just caught him, huh?
A natural. Well, we've been going around today giving people instruction, but I think he's got it down.
I think John's pretty much got it handled. I mean, he's got his cast down. He's getting the slack pulled out of his line.
And if Cody pays attention, maybe he can help me out whenever we're fishing tournaments. He can bring some fish in too.
Yeah, I might learn something from old John here.
He's got the tight line approach, and I like it. Oh, what
got
we got on there? We got that old brush brim.
What do you call them, crappie or white perch or specks
Perch,
or
slabs,
just kind of whatever? Just whatever. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, I think you set up for crappie or whatever you want to call them, and also some catfish. You got some chicken livers, and there's just some bait there. Now what's that? That's your catfish bait there? Yeah?
Well, that concludes the Crappie Masters Kids Rodeo. It's just a great thing. Like they said, all the kids get a prize as they go through, and then they go through first, second, third place like in a real fish tournament. Fishing was a little slow today, but that's not what it's about. It's about getting these kids out involved in the outdoors. But we'd like to congratulate the first, second, and third place winners.
Definitely so, and I tell you what, getting out here and getting to spend some time with these kids, they had a blast. And I don't know if it's just a Florida thing or what, but these guys were out here having a lot of fun. They were, even like Cody said, the fishing was slow, but I tell you what, now that this is over, Cody and I have been on the hunt to find some alligators, and we want to show you some alligators, so we finna head out, get in the boat. We're also gonna tag up with some of the fishermen out there, try to get some tips and techniques for you. And so hold on, we'll get right out on the boat. We'll catch up with you then.
And it's championship day, baby. We got $20,000 in cash that's gonna be handed out today, so stick around.
Up there, by the edge. I'm on him. Wait till he turns. When you're ready. Great shot! Oh, man.
Brilliant aiming solutions. Trigicon.
If your greatest adventure is the great outdoors, we'll see you at the Sportsman's Warehouse. Whether you're a hunter, fisherman, or simply can't resist the wild's call, the Sportsman's Warehouse is where you'll discover everything you're going to need to make your next adventure great. And with the city's most knowledgeable staff of outdoor experts, there's always help and advice you can really use. The Sportsman's Warehouse, getting your great adventure off to a great start.
Steve, why don't you show the people here at Grizzly Jig how to tie that double rig? I was noticing there, I always use loop knots, and stuff like that. But let's see your special knot and what you got, how you rig up.
Okay, Wally, it's very simple, really. There's several different ways you can tie this, but I'm going to show you the easiest and tell you why it's easiest. If you go ahead and get your top bait, go ahead and thread it through the line, just a single thread, and just let it go. Just let it drop. And what we're going to do, we're going to do what we call a double rig. And we're going to take this next bait. Remember, folks, we're going to be fishing with two baits at once. And we're going to take it, just pulling two lines together, and we're just going to tie a little simple loop knot in there, a single loop knot. We're going to pull it down tight. We're going to break off this extra line.
You only run it through there one time?
One time on that bottom jig is all you need. One time.
I always did it 3 times, but anyway, go ahead.
It won't slip, it won't break, it is really tough. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to come back up here to this original bait that we put on first, and we're just going to run it up and down. What we're going to do with it, we're just going to pull these two lines together. Remember, you got a bait at the bottom. We're just going to pull two lines together, make us a peace sign, and just go out and come through it one time, back through it again for a double knot, and just pull it down, and we're going to leave ourselves about a 6-inch hang down, and now we got about a 2.5 foot leader.
Okay, so the knot right here is not against the bait.
That's right. Key thing here, Wally, is when that fish comes up to bite that bait, you know he's going to suck that bait.
Mm-hmm.
And if you had that thing really, really tight to this line, if he feels that little bump on his nose, he's going to open up and let it go. So give him something to suck on, and when he takes it and sucks and spins, hey, brother, we got something going to the frying pan now. So.
Well, I guarantee it. That's very interesting. So your distance between your baits is probably about 3 feet?
About 3 foot. Anything from 1.5 foot to 2 foot. No general rule, 3 foot. There's no general rule on this. A lot of it's got depending on the length of your pole that it's on. You know, you got to make sure your rod can handle it. But very effective, very effective.
Well, that's nice, man. Let's catch another fish.
Let's get it in the water.
Okay. There we go. All right. That sucker right there. Look at that old rod bend right there. I like the way y'all got these Wally Marshall reels that drag. That's got a good drag system on it.
Oh, that's a big old hammer right there now.
Oh, I seen him come up out there.
That's what you call a big old hammer.
Come on, Daddy. Don't hoss him, just slow reel. Remember now, we're doing all this on 4-pound test. I don't know if they use 4-pound test on real foot in them stumps. But out here in this open water, where's my net man at?
Oh, your net man's ready.
All right. All right. Way to turn that boat. That takes a good captain right there. Turn that boat right there. I got him across every line in the lake. Oh my goodness.
Oh, a heavy fish.
Woo.
Heavy fish. We're gonna do this real simple, guys. We're just gonna break him off, and we'll break that other line off right there, and take that right there, Dennis. My autopilot must kick it to the right. My autopilot must come off right there.
Oh man. Oh, that's a big fish.
Well,
okay, I got it.
That is a pretty fish.
Man, line.
My name's Robert L. Blair. My wife, Thelma. We fishing Crappie Masters right now. We're getting ready to. We've been fishing for crappie about 30 years. Some friends introduced us to this type of fishing for crappie anyway. And so we loved it. The best thing about crappie, they're one of the best eating fish that you can get. I mean, they're just, and the farther south you get, the better they seem to be. And another reason we do it, they say that time spent fishing is not counted against your life, so really, we're pretty young people. We shouldn't be as much as we fish. This Crappie Masters seems like a good outfit. They pay back more than the other teams. But I would advise any young person, if they're looking for a sport that's relaxing, every trip out is different. There's something different about every fishing trip. We usually almost always bring our limit of fish into the weigh-in to, we can weigh in. Sometimes not. You can't expect it. If you can't take losing, don't fish tournaments. So it's gonna happen.
Bobby and Robert Goldman, they were the champions of the second leg for the Florida State Championship. Said it was a little slower for them today, but hopefully they pulled in some bigger fish, got some good slabs. But that's a good thing about this tournament. It's not a combined weigh-in. This is the weigh-in for today determines the championship winner. They got a fish on. Perfect timing. Hopefully it's a good slab. Let's see what they got. Must be a pretty good fish, working in nice and easy. Good job, man. Well, as you can tell, they're spider rigging out of the front of the boat. I'm just kind of easing along. They call it pushing the bait, really, but as you can tell, the wind's kind of calm today. The weather cleared up. It's a lot warmer than it was yesterday, but those fish are still kind of lethargic, I guess, but kind of in that weird phase where we had that strain of kind of bad weather and then the spawns coming on, so fish are kind of in an awkward stage. But if they keep pulling fish like that, they're going to do good. But let's travel around and see if we can't hit up some more fishermen and see if we can't get some good teams.
If your greatest adventure is the great outdoors, we'll see you at the Sportsman's Warehouse. Whether you're a hunter, fisherman, or simply can't resist the wild's call, the Sportsman's Warehouse is where you'll discover everything you're going to need to make your next adventure great. And with the city's most knowledgeable staff of outdoor experts, there's always help and advice you can really use. The Sportsman's Warehouse, getting your great adventure off to a great start.
Hey everyone, Cody here. You may know MetroTurf for their great selection of lawn and garden products, but if you're looking for a sweet ride, make MetroTurf your #1 dealership for all your outdoor needs. Specializing in the Cub Cadet 4x4, they'll help you choose the ride that's best for you. Whether it be riding on gravel roads, muddy inclines, or out in the pasture, the Cub Cadet 4x4 is one of the toughest UTVs available. So before you head outdoors, make sure you head out to MetroTurf today. MetroTurf, located I-35 and Indian Hills Road.
What some of the techniques we use is that today, of course, our depth finder was very important. And what we done, we run down bait, and then one of the techniques we used was we double rigging, pushing out of the front of the boat. What we would do is we would find bait, and one of the techniques was we noticed that the fish wasn't real aggressive on jigs.
Okay.
And so what we decided to do, they was a little finicky, they didn't want to hit hard. So what we decided to do, we took the jigs off. So what we done when we took the jigs off, we just basically took red heads and tipped the red heads with minnows, and that seemed to get us a good bite. And so that's just basically one of the techniques that we used that it paid off the last 2 days for us.
So how influential would you say the red head is opposed to another color, or how do you decide on the color in certain waters? Or
well, one thing we would do is we would go through and on a practice day we'd go through and we could check. He has a color chart that gives us an idea, but it was a little, as far as the color today, it was a little off. But what we done, we basically went with we had a red and blue heads, and we actually and put a little green heads and kind of found out what heads they was after.
Right.
And it 90% of the times it comes down for us to a red head. So red head to us is a good jig head.
Color means a lot, as he's saying.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's color.
well, guys, I know the folks out there watching appreciate it, and this is something that, like Cody said, we enjoy bringing some information to the viewers. That way we're not just up here showing you who's winning the money and showing you a few fish, but actually some things that you can take out and use on the water yourself. So guys, we definitely want to thank y'all, and congratulations to you.
Thank y'all.
Oh yeah,
congratulations.
Good luck in the future.
Thank
We're
y'all.
looking forward to
Thank y'all very much.
being
Alrighty.
with y'all on the
Appreciate
rest of
what
the
y'all
turtle
do.
trail.
Thank
Thank you. Well, Cody's piloting the boat or driving the boat, being the captain. Anyways, we got a pile of fishermen right here, and that's one cool thing about these tournaments. The guys group together, and obviously they respect their space, but you can get together and kind of group around and actually chat while the tournament's going on. Now they do keep their secrets to themselves about what they're using, but as you can tell, they're all pretty much spider rigging through this area. There's probably some submerged structure, maybe a channel that runs through here, or some shad that they're marking on their depth finders. You got a fish or you got hung up. It looks like he's changing baits, accommodating for a new technique perhaps, but let's check it out, see if you can't get a fish on. Well, behind us are the Reedies. They were the husband-wife team that placed first at the first leg there in Sanford. on Lake Monroe. So fishing day for them. As you can tell, they're spider rigging as well on Lake Carlton, here on the Harris chain of lakes. And that's how it goes. You know, you can win one of the legs, but then when it comes to championship day, it's kind of hard to pick up those fish. But hopefully they'll pick up a few slabs, some nice specks before the weigh-in. We got about a half hour, 45 minutes before they have to pick up their stuff and start running in to the weigh-in station. But definitely a threat to the championship. Husband-wife team, they always catch some good fish and are definitely going to make it into the money hopefully today. But let's head back into the weigh-in and see who's going to win the 2007 Bass Pro Shops Crappie Masters Florida State Championship.
Well, this is it, folks. This is the final weigh-in. Cody and I made it up here. Been out catching a few of these fishermen. We're going to get with them now. Take a look at some of the stringers coming in, some of the better stringers. And tell you what, these guys, it's been another tough day from what we hear, but it sounds like some good weights being put in. Let's catch up with some of them and see who's going to be the champion of the Florida State here at Bass Pro Shops Crappie Masters. For years, our equipment has survived the Cody and Cody Challenge.
That's right. From the Hunt, Hoyt, Beeman, Gold Tip, Buck-Tech, to the tournament,
Matthew, Easton, Alpine Archery, Martin, PSE.
Oklahoma Archery's provided the best product and service for the equipment we use.
Whether you're just starting or you're a seasoned hunter, or stop by Oklahoma Archery, I-35, OKC.
Up there by the edge. I'm on him. Wait till he turns. When you're ready. Great shot. Oh, man.
Brilliant aiming solutions. Trijicon.
If your greatest adventure is the great outdoors, we'll see you at the Sportsman's Warehouse. Whether you're a hunter, fisherman, or simply can't resist the wild's call, the Sportsman's Warehouse is where you'll discover everything you're going to need to make your next adventure great. And with the city's most knowledgeable staff of outdoor experts, there's always help and advice you can really use. The Sportsman's Warehouse, getting your great adventure off to a great start.
Well, folks, this is it. We're here with the champions of the Bass Pro Shop Crappie Master Tournament down here on the Florida State Championship, Mr. Noah Haltawana and Mr. Larry Stroud. Guys, congratulations. First place.
Definitely.
Good chunk of change and a great day for fishing. Had some beautiful weather out there. How was the fishing? Was it kind of slow? Was it?
It was great.
It was good fishing. Good
Great
fishing.
day.
Steady throughout the day, or did y'all catch most of your fish in the morning, afternoon, or?
I think a little bit better early this morning than it was
This afternoon.
about midday.
Midday, kind of in between your morning and afternoon fishing times. Okay, well, good. What was did y'all weigh a heavy fish today?
Not really, about pound 6 something.
1.6.
Yeah.
Well, good deal, guys. Y'all did something right.
Oh yeah,
Most
definitely
of
a
them were
good
same
stringer.
weight.
Most of them were same weight, all pretty much same size fish.
But the good thing about this tournament, like we've been bringing to you, yeah, the prize and the trophies and the money is great, but these two gentlemen obviously been fishing for a long time. Just a great team pair, but y'all going to share some of your tips that you say will help you out in the crappie fishing world.
I think if you come to a lake that you're not familiar with, if you buy your map to start with and look at it, study it, see the drops and points, it'll help you greatly.
And when you're talking about finding your drops and your points, when you're talking about crappie fishing, are you looking for straight drop-offs and deep holes, or are you looking for just anywhere that it goes from deep to shallow water? Or?
Anywhere it goes from deep to shallow, there's possible fish there.
Well, good deal.
All right, and then y'all just throughout the day, or the morning fishing, travel through those different areas of water and see where the fish are at.
If we find fish on the depth finder, we start fishing. That's when we start fishing.
Well, I knew that was another thing y'all had mentioned was,
Right.
I mean, before you ever drop a hook in a line, know that you've got some fish underneath
Right,
on your
that's
depth
the
finder.
main thing.
Well, guys, we appreciate
All
you coming out and giving us a few tips, and obviously y'all are doing something right. Congratulations again, and thank y'all for your time. Congratulations, man.
Well, hope you enjoyed today's show. It's just been a great tournament from the Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Florida State Championship. For more information about Crappie Masters, go to the website at the bottom of the screen. Right now, Mr. Alpers, how did this all come about? Just a wonderful tournament trail.
Well, first of all, I want to introduce everybody. Bill Deese, events coordinator, the executive director. My good friend, longtime friend, Brian Wessler, president of Crappie Masters, and of course Greg Finico. I don't know what else you got to say to him except he was trying to dump fish with no fish in the bucket to last the way in. But he done a great job with our kids and everything on the prizes. And of course Cody over there, the other Cody, you guys did a great job with your TV show. But you know, it all come about right here. This man started it. We first started coming here. You know, we started the Florida State Championship last year, didn't we, Bill?
Right.
And you know, it's been a great success. And you know what was really neat about this time? I don't know if you all know this out here, folks, but there was a team that won the tournament each time. The first leg, the second leg, and the champions that had never won a tournament before.
Awesome, awesome.
And so that goes to show you that anybody can come and compete in the crappie fishing. Look how many ties, how many places with hundreds of ounces apart. They, you know, had the bad weather, cool, you know, it got cold
That's
here.
right, yeah.
Got sunny in Florida today again though, and it warmed up. If you want to go and have a good time, come to Leesburg, Florida, the Harris Chain of Lakes, rated one of the top lakes in the country to catch. They call them specks down here. We call them crappie back in good old Missouri. But, you know, Noah and his partner Larry from South Carolina was just tickled to death. I actually think that was the first tournament they've ever won.
Wow.
So,
wow.
And we paid out a lot of money, over $50,000 in prizes, cash and prizes, guys. $50,000 cash, about $8,000 worth of prizes. Come and join us and join the Crappie Fever and the All-American Tour. We thank you very much.
Well, it has definitely been an awesome Florida State Championship. Cody and I are happy to be here, and we're definitely looking forward to a great year with the Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Tournament Trail. We're going to be bringing you all different types of tournaments all around the country. And like we did today, you know, we're bringing a lot of tips and techniques for everybody that, you know, all you viewers out there that are wanting to maybe not even crappie fish much right now. Something you can get into. It's a great way to learn from these professionals. I know Cody and I are taking away a lot from the tournaments. And for you that already do some crappie fishing, just a way to get out there and catch more fish for yourselves. So guys, thank all y'all again, and we'll catch up with you at the next tournament.
Until next time, remember, stay outdoors.
We want to thank our sponsors for allowing us to share our outdoor adventures, and we want to thank you for watching. Visit our website, codyandcody.tv, for streaming video, and share with us your outdoor adventures. Tune in next week for Revive the Outdoors with Cody and Cody, right here on the Sportsman's Channel. All hunting, all fishing, all the time.
It's definitely a good fish, but it's kind of a teaser.